Hi, good morning. Stephanie Lowe here, Health, Wealth, and Real Estate, and I am in the beautiful jungle of Akumal, Mexico. It is absolutely outstanding. We have seen we're completely surrounded by beautiful nature here. There are 2 cenotes, which I'm going to take you down to see the nature. There's monkeys, there's butterflies, the birds. It's been absolutely beautiful. And my intention of coming and spending some time here in Akumal, in in the Mexican jungle here, was just to create a little bit of an opportunity to really unplug, to take that time to create space, to get a little bit deeper. Been spending a lot of time doing my yoga, meditation, and just trying to really cultivate a deeper sense of self, a deeper connection with with intuition, and I guess building confidence and strength in that. When you're feeling guided, when you're hearing the voice, when you are searching for answers, when you're trying to create space within your life, you really have to learn how to trust yourself, and how to trust your, that inner guide and that inner wisdom. So I wanted to invite you guys on a little walk through the jungle. I had to share this experience with you, and I'm going to take you down to one of the cenotes so that we can have a few minutes of quiet meditation. You will hear noise in the background. That's birds, that's monkeys. If we do pass any other travelers along the way, that may be the case. And hopefully by the cenote we will be alone, so that will be really, really cool. So we're going to start our journey here. I'll just show right over here. This is where the yoga classes are held. So I've been doing meditation and yoga every morning, and I did do a special class for you there, which you can see on the channel, which is just focused on grounding and movement to create space to connect with silence, with just trying to hear that inner voice, and examining I guess our tolerance and our patience for silence, which is so important. Again, that's starting to kind of open the door to us tapping in a little bit more deeply. All right, so we're going to head down there. So I'm going to have to turn the camera around, and we're going to take a walk and go down to the beautiful cenote. One more thing before we go. Cenote is almost like an underground, like a cave. It's a limestone cave, and there's fresh water. So there's fish, there's turtles. I've seen those in the mornings when I go down. So I also hope that you might be able to see, a little bit of nature as we're down there as well. So let's get going. So we're going to be taking a few minutes to really, as I said, really just reflect and challenge ourselves to create some space for some quiet, for some deeper connection. How do you take time for yourself? How do you take time to care for yourself? When you're feeling a little bit of that dis-ease or uncertainty in your life, how do you deal with it? Even during our meditation today, you may find that a little bit of dis-ease or discomfort may arise. And when we meditate, part of the challenge is to sit with those things in a state of non-judgment, Very beautiful. Sit with those things in a state of non-judgment, but use it as a learning opportunity. So we're heading down to the cenote. As I said, we're going to take part in our meditation down there. So here we go. So although stress and discomfort is a part of life, we want to be well equipped. We don't want these things to stop us. We don't want to get stuck. So we want to learn how to use these challenges in our favor. We want to learn how to take those tough spots as lessons to really forge us and help us to grow. And I definitely find that that's mimicked in our yoga practice when we're going through those tough poses and the muscles are shaking and whatever it may be. You're wanting to quit, you're wanting to let go, but if you can kind of like dig in a little bit deeper, you'll find that is where your strength and your flexibility and everything is built. And so our yoga practice, our meditation practice really helps to prepare us for more success in life. Now, isn't this absolutely stunning? So let's continue. Again, we're down in a cenote. I saw some bats flying. Yep, I can see them flying. That's a bat. There's monkeys. There's all kinds of things here, guys. It's beautiful. All right. So we're going to prepare for our meditation, and I just want to invite you to bring yourself into a comfortable seated position. Okay. And whether that be seated or lying, you kind of tap in and you find what you need. Let's see, I want to see how close I can get here without. I wish you could see the caves. Alright. Beautiful. So you're going to bring yourself into a nice position, as I mentioned, and I'm going to invite you to just tap in to your breath. We're going to begin with 3 deep cleansing breaths. So very deeply taking that first in-breath, drawing in as much air as you can, really filling and expanding your lungs. And then fully and deeply exhaling. And again, another deep centering breath, drawing in as much breath as you can, and then fully and deeply exhaling. And we'll take one more deep breath. drawing in as much air as you can, and then fully and deeply exhaling. With the next few breaths, we're really going to focus on quieting the mind. So if you do find any thoughts are entering, we want to use the breath to allow them to release them. So you take your deep breath in through your nostrils, and you can exhale through your mouth. And as you're exhaling, again, letting go. Letting go of any external distractions. Letting go of any thoughts. Letting go of any fears. Letting go of any thoughts of the future. Letting go of any thoughts of the past. We're simply allowing ourselves to be present in the moment. And you can find sometimes that inner voice can be like one of our biggest critics, placing doubt and fear, validating or encouraging or planting limiting beliefs. And to be honest, we really have to learn how to just kind of check that inner voice or check that inner critic. Challenge some of that negative self-talk that we internalize or experience. And so during our time today, if you do observe any of that negative self-talk, then I really want to invite you, as I said, to just let go. Take that deep breath, recenter. So with your next few breaths, I want you to focus now on just exploring through your body. So beginning with the breath, starting right from the crown of the head, and then focusing the attention, moving down through the face, through your eyebrows, cheeks, and jaw, and using your out-breath to release and relax and soften. Thinking about relaxing through the neck, through the shoulders, letting the shoulders relax down from your ears, and then continuing to flow down through the abdomen, so finding breath towards your belly as you're deeply inhaling and fully and deeply exhaling. Using the breath as an anchor. And if you're finding that distraction is setting in, again, it's a deep breath in through the nose and a full, deep exhalation through the mouth. And so, as we're here, we're going to take a few minutes of silence in this place, enjoying the sounds of nature. And I'll let you know when we're going to come out of our meditation. We're just going to do a few minutes. You're going to meditate with me today in the jungle in Akumal, Mexico. In a cenote. How beautiful. Let's begin. So go ahead and make sure your eyes are closed here. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And we'll begin. So I invite you now to just take 3 more deep breaths. Breathing in very deeply, very full in through the nose. And we'll deeply exhale out through the nose. And again, another deep full in breath, breathing in through the nose. And exhaling deeply and fully through the nose. And then we'll take one final deep breath in. And then we'll deeply and fully exhale. And you can begin to open your eyes and just take in your environment for a moment. Slowly drawing your attention back in towards the room. And I'll invite you again just to take a couple of moments to reflect on your experience today. What was it like for you? Were you able to quiet your mind? Perhaps after this, on a scale of 1 to 10, you can rate and see how difficult the experience was for you today. Were you able to create that space? You'll notice with continued practice, it'll become a little easier and easier to focus inward. And again, I'll invite you just to take note of that in your voice. Were you able to hear any thoughts that might kind of identify that inner critic that we all, maybe struggle with or encounter. It'll be excellent if you just have a little journal and, kind of jot down some of these things. Jot down on a scale of 1 to 10 how challenging it was for you to create that space. And if there was any, critical comments or thoughts that came to mind. And I might also say, if it was a friend that was sharing some of those comments or thoughts, what might you say to them as a supportive friend? All right, well, I am going to head back up to my tent, to my yurt, my hut, and I'm going to prepare for our next yoga practice, our next yoga class. And it's really wonderful to be able to share this experience with you, this reflection, this meditation time. I hope that you found it very valuable. You can come back and you can practice, again, those few minutes of silence. And as I said, very excellent to use this also as a journaling opportunity to really start to dig in a little bit deeper, as I said, and reconnect and really empower yourself and create that space for change, for abundance in mind, body, and bank accounts. I'm Stephanie Lowe, Health, Wealth, and Real Estate, and I can't wait to see you all again very soon. Have a very blessed day.